Hey there guys, Balilly here and welcome back to what is episode 1 of our One Team Legends series with Slough Town FC. Today we're going to go through our summer transfers and we're going to play our first competitive games of the season. I don't think there's much more to say, so shall we just get into it? Let's do it. Okay, so here's our tactic view. You can see that we've added in a few new people. Let's just go through who we've got in. So we've got De Silva over here on our right wing. Let's have a quick look at De Silva. We'll have a look at his stats. You can see he looks okay. He's fine. He's got some pace to him and some flair, which is what we want. And that's really all I'm worried about. You know, he's kind of just fine everywhere. He apparently also plays in a central role, and as a striker he can play. I'm not so sure about that. And I guess since you've already seen Tormy, I guess we'll show Tormy as well. Again, also fairly fast. He's got a bit less flair to him, got a bit more dribbling and passing. So, kind of similar players. I'd like to do a comparison of them, really. Here we go. So you can see that De Silva is a much more rounded player. He's much more well-rounded than Tormy. So he is just a better player than Tormy, really. But the thing is, Tormy is equal to him on a lot of the areas that you would consider key for wingers. I think that's why he's an interesting player. Right, so we've moved Lench off the bench into CM because we've got rid of Scott Davies. I'll go through our transfers out in a second, but we got rid of Scott Davies because he complained about one of the other transfers out. And he was getting quite upset, so we got rid of him. Our big signing, I would say, is O'Dwyer here, who you can see is a 4-star rated central defender. And he's a star player playing time. He should play that. He'll probably play every game, so I don't think that's a worry, although I don't know if I'd call him a star player. But what's great about him, from my point of view, is that he's 6'6". He's 6'6", and he's got a 14 jumping reach and 15 heading. Honestly, this guy, all I'm thinking about with him is how great is it going to be to have this 6'6" monster who's great at heading and jumping and bravery on the end of corners. I can't wait to see it. I have high hopes that he's going to score corners for fun, genuinely. Other than that, he's sort of an average defender. Average good. He's fine. He's a good defender. So I'm happy with him. He's a nice little signing, I think. And Carl is another good player for us that we just got in. So Carl, 3.5 star compared to Forster, who's the 2.5 star there. Still think it was nice to get him in. And is that everybody? I don't think we've got anybody else in. So we've still, in terms of finances, we've still got 500-ish left to spend. So we could get another 1 or 2 players in, and we'll probably be looking to do that, and then be looking at some loan players as well. And if we have a little look, the other thing I wanted to I want to show you transfers out. So we'll look at the transfers out. We got rid of Scott Davies, like I said, because he complained. Imran Kayani was the youngster we had that was on a lot of wages. You see, he's still getting the same wages over at South Shields. Gabriel George was a youngster we had. These were transfers that were done before we joined. And that's all our transfers in. So, yeah, the other thing I wanted to show you was competitions. Panorama National South. And I want to go to a season preview. And so you can see that we've gone up in the season preview. We're now predicted 18th. We were 22nd before. We were 50 to 1 before. We're now 33 to 1. So, yeah, it's not looking super great for us. They don't think we've made huge improvements, but we've made some good improvements. You know, we've moved up, so that's good. And I think also, if we go to pick there, I think also our squad is bigger, which is I quite like. You know, it's bigger, and everyone, you know, we haven't got 2 stars hanging around, other than this guy who's out on loan and we can't get rid of yet. And we haven't got non-contracts, so he converted everybody onto actual contracts and got better quality of depth in the squad, which I think is going to be useful. So yeah, I think that's all we need to go through for transfers. Anyway, let's get on to our first game, which is Havant and Waterloo. Havant and Waterloo, huh? I'm hoping for a good start here. I think I'm just going to play this team. Oh, I know what I didn't do. This is awkward. Let's just quickly go back. Yes, I'm going to show you my friendly. So the aways, I lost, which was probably to be expected. And I won home games, which is what I wanted. So, yeah, this is just a little build-up that we had here. So we're going to go through Havant and Waterloo and Tonbridge Angels. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use this. This is I think my best team, so why not use it? Make sure everything's fine, yep. Dwyer is lacking in match sharpness. It's fine, we'll sub him off if we have to. Right, go to match. Now I haven't done a match yet on the save, obviously, so I need to change my settings. Let's just skip this. Yeah, I want to do key highlights. I never changed the camera, but I've actually seen people switch it to. Yeah, I've seen people switch this to TV and then that. I think that's what people do. It just gives them a little bit of a better view compared to, like, well, that's also a good view. I mean, I'm okay with that. I'm just going to leave it at that, and we'll do. That's fine. Replay events. Yeah, that's all fine. Right, key highlights. Yeah, that seems good. Right, so this highlight probably isn't a key highlight, but the others will be. Okay. Okay, come on, Lynch. I haven't set up any free kick routines. I don't know if that's an issue. Come on, Goddard. What a start. I wasn't expecting us to score in the first 4 minutes. Don't get excited. I've seen these turn around pretty quickly. Nice little pass across the box. It's nice to see De Silva getting involved on his debut as well with an assist. That's our wingers setting each other up. Right, goal kick for them. Whose highlight is this really going to be? Okay, it might be ours. Okay. Well, yeah, that's why you're a winger, De Silva. You know, I don't know why. I don't know what you were doing there. Just took it all the way yourself. Just go down the line and pass it in, you know. That's pretty much your job. We're winning on XG as well. Although really the XG is quite low. Doesn't seem like a lot is happening in this game. It's not one for the fans really. Although, let's be fair, our fans will be happy Doesn't really matter what's happening if you're 1-0 up. And as I say that, might not be at 1-0 up anymore. Don't do anything silly. What are you doing? Okay. That was a lot of faffing about. Oh, but of course. How did... Of course, yeah. Through ball from what is essentially a goal kick. Come on, is this one of our corner routines? Is this our guy? Nope. Oof, cool. I think the interesting thing about the corner routines is it doesn't matter really how you set them up. The AI sort of does what it wants to do anyway. You could tell them to do all short corners and half of your replays will still be them just lobbing it into the box. It just sort of... I think it's more of a priority system. It just prioritizes that you do it the way you set it up. Okay, can we get rid? Can we stop this highlight, please? Thank you. Okay. Is anybody underperforming massively? Harris. It's one of the... I really want a nice prolific striker. I just don't think Harris is that. We'll have a little look at making some changes at about 60 minutes, 70 minutes. Depends what the scoreline is. If they equalise, then it might be a little bit earlier. If we're still 1-0 up, we can last a little bit longer. Okay. Harris really isn't doing much at all. Is this a goal? This is a goal. Nope. I think the worst every time they have the ball. Let's encourage them. I mean, honestly, I think I have to take Harris off at this point because he's not doing very well. Goddard is a bit tired. Wait a little bit longer. There's a highlight. I'm not going to make a sub on a highlight. Oh. Did he tip that over from the bottom corner? It's a great save. Okay, get that back up. No. Oh no, they have a corner. I need to make my changes. Oh, that's, yeah, a bit scary. Right, well, who are we going to change? Let's bring on Fabian Sol for Hunt because he's on a yellow. And let's bring on Joe Dandy for this. Ollie Dwyer just because he's very tired and they warned us about him before the game. I don't want my guy to get injured. Okay. Let's just encourage again. That was a very long throw in. Oh, that was such a weak shot. That was the worst highlight ever. That was just him standing there for a throw in for about half an hour. Well, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take a win on our first game. But yeah, what an interesting highlight that was. Well, okay. Let me just head on to the next match then, I suppose, where we are playing home to Tonbridge Angels. Let's start with 2 wins. That'd be nice. Okay, so here we are, home against Tonbridge Angels. I think I'm going to start with the same team. Nobody seems too tired. It seems fine. What I will probably start doing is just quick picking the team based on my assistant managers, because, you know, I'm happy with all the players we've got, more or less. So that's the whole point of having this, the depth. But for now, I'm just going to play top team again, because there was a little bit of a gap, so it should be fine. Let's hope for a good result here. I didn't even look to see where Tonbridge, how Tonbridge did in their first game. Oh, Harris? Is that 13 seconds? He heard me complaining, saying that I wanted a new striker. I literally just started a scout recruitment thing for a new striker. So, obviously he was made aware of that. It's a nice little goal, really. Well done, Harris. It's an interesting start. Happy with this. Sometimes your players really make the game easier, you know? Because they make you look good. Bench has taken a knock. Sorry, Lench, not Bench. I will take him off. I'll take him off at half time though. Oh, there we go. It's my guy. I really expected a better header from him. But it's my guy. This is what I bought him for. There you go. I mean, that's poor from the keeper. But that's why I have him. I told you guys I bought him for headers from corners to score goals. And he's done it. So I guess that shows I know what I'm doing. Or it just shows that near post headers are, you know, they're just OP as normal. I was just gonna get onto a talking point where I was gonna say Kyle Da Silva has really been doing all right this season, you know, because he scored an assist in the last game. He's got an assist here and injured. Okay, right. Well, it's fine. I guess whilst we're at it, we want to switch Matt Lench out and probably bring Hunt up at Sol and CDM. I mean, it's pretty early to be making changes like that. That's frustrating. I hope he's not out too long. It's a knee injury. A knee injury suggests that he could be out for a while, but it's not the worst sort of injury. It's not like a back injury where they could be out for 10 months or some sort of cruciate injury. So I'm probably expecting like 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks. That was honestly quite terrible defending, because I had no defenders over this side of the goal at all. We got away with that one, I think. Right, anybody else tired? Jackman is tired. Let's do that. I feel like this game has been all Tonbridge since that second goal went in, which was quite early on in the game. Something tells me it was Da Silva coming off that made a big difference. In fact, both of our assist makers are now off. Okay, well that was a... I don't know what just happened. That was a good goal from them, I thought. Is it offside? They're not paying attention. Somebody push. It doesn't really matter. We had a 2-goal advantage, so it didn't make a difference, but it looked like a good goal. Oh, I'm worried. I don't want to see how long this injury is, really. Two to 3 weeks. I was pretty spot on then, wasn't I? Did I say 3 to 4 weeks? 2 to 3 weeks. That's okay. That's not the worst injury. He pulled his ligaments. I mean, it's a great start to the season. I'm worried about injuries already, though. I shouldn't be. It's just one injury, but there we go. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go a few games. Next episode, I think we're going to come back for... Let's say next episode we come back for Hampton and Dover. That should give us a chance to get in the rest of our transfers. So I think Hampton and Dover is a good time to come back. So yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, then leave a like and subscribe. They both really help me. And next episode we'll be coming back, going through our transfers and playing Hampton and Dover. And let's see if we can keep this run continuing. I don't expect it to continue for too long, but if this is still all green by the time we get to Hampton and Dover, then, start getting excited. So why don't you join me in the next episode and let's see if we can keep this green? Maybe?